we have our first 2 images of the new Gwent expansion, or perhaps even the next faction within Gwent. CDPR have given us 2 brand new images that seem to be pointing towards a new Gwent expansion, or perhaps even a new faction within Gwent. Hidden within the Cyberpunk 2077 Collector's Edition trailer, a Redditor was able to identify these files and has kindly placed them in a Dropbox. Any sources I use in this video will be in the description. Within the Dropbox we have 3 key files. We have images of Cyberpunk and a poster, and we also have a hearty message from CDPR. We also have a first look at what seems like the new GOG Galaxy, and within this image there are quite a lot of hints towards crossplay in the future. Whether this is something that might affect Gwent or not, I am not sure, but if you would like me to go into further detail on this image, please do let me know and subscribe for more. Now let's get on to the meaty stuff, which is the 2 Gwent images. We can open up this part of the Dropbox folder and we instantly see we have 2 titles for both of these images. We have 17th of the 6th, which is just next week on Monday. Perhaps this is when we'll get more information. And we have Veritas Entry 1. So this is just the beginning, and CDPR have carefully put this hidden away, tucked away, and they want us to find out more clues, and that is exactly what I have done. The first image we'll focus on is what looks like a coin or perhaps a shield. You can clearly see we have an image in the middle surrounded by a circle and what look like runes, and then another large circle around the outside. Many people have been able to identify the similarity between the picture within the middle and the way the priests from the Church of the Eternal Fire hold their arms while praying in The Witcher 3. This is an interesting idea, especially considering the fact we have circles within the shield that could represent the eternity of the flame. A circle, of course, is never ending, it goes on forever, and therefore could link to the eternal fire. Another Redditor was able to transcribe the Rosetta Stone runes around the outside, and it reads as follows: Syndicate Unbreakable Vow. So a syndicate is a group of like-minded people, and an unbreakable vow, of course, is a promise that cannot be broken. So it seems as though this image is the sigil of the Syndicate Unbreakable Vow. Moving on to the second image, and there's a lot of text. The first thing I would like to draw your attention to, in the top left and the bottom of this image, you can make out something you might recognize. That is correct, the sigil or the image from the Syndicate Unbreakable Vow is on this piece of paper. So there's a strong connection between the coin or the shield that we saw in the first image and this second document. Could it be that the sigil on the coin is in fact the sigil of a new faction within Gwent? The red stamp on this document also draws my eye. However, this seems less likely to be a faction sigil, as we already have our red faction of monsters. On the document we also have a picture of a very handsome man, and this seems to be one of the Veritas family. Yesterday my father died. Among his belongings I found 2 journals, one full and another empty, with a note inside. Walter, if you're reading this, it means my life and my journal have come to an end. Remember that discovering the right truths is the key to our family's success. Let this journal be your tool for gathering your thoughts and discoveries. The time has come for you to become a truth seeker. Be careful, however, for some truths are better left buried. I know you shall make me proud. Good luck. Victor Veritas. So far, I have only shadowed my father as he completed contracts for random clients, solving simple crimes, reuniting people with lost loved ones, finding clever solutions to difficult situations. My father called himself a truth seeker, a man who makes his way through life by discovering the more subtle yet useful facts of a situation to put food on our table. I have barely scratched the surface of his writings, though already they reveal facts about our family history never before shared with me. For example, my father's first act after my grandfather's final one was to destroy my grandfather's journal. He did so out of fear, as my grandfather was executed upon the orders of Vesemir II for reasons unknown by very few, including me. It turns out that my grandfather had endeavoured to use the information he had discovered about the royal family to his advantage. My father's remarks regarding grandfather's recklessness paint a clear picture as to why my father never took on more entrepreneurial endeavours from some otherwise easily abusable situations. Despite all that, the truth that my father acknowledges in his very first entry was that some truths are better left buried. My father always played it very safe with his contracts, avoiding the more shady parts of the city. Did grandfather's death prevent him from reaching for greater glory? Is this the reason why my sole inheritance is the small room I inhabit? The truth I acknowledge is that my father loved me and wished me to follow in his footsteps. The truth I now seek is whether truth-seeking is what I want from life. So you might be thinking, what on earth am I reading? Well, let me try and break some bits down for you. The first bit I would like to point out is the entry is titled Veritas Entry 1, and we have here Victor Veritas, who is the father, writing to his son Walter Veritas. So we already identified Veritas means truth in Latin, and this family seemed to be a family of what they call themselves truth seekers. The passage starts off in first person from the perspective of Walter Veritas, and as this image is titled Veritas Entry 1, it seems as though Walter Veritas is our key character. He talks about how his father has died and left two journals. One journal is full to the brim, while the other is empty with but a note inside. It seems as though Walter's father, Victor, has left this journal for Walter to now become a truth seeker. So Victor Veritas has passed away and he has left his son a journal, and it is now Walter's turn to become a truth seeker. Remember that discovering the right truth is the key to our family's success. So the Veritas family, or the truth family, clearly have some sort of desire to find some sort of truths. And Victor has passed Walter this journal for him to record his thoughts, and it seems as though we are going to be reading the thoughts of Walter whenever we get some more images. The red stamp seems to be some sort of official stamp of the Veritas family or the Truth Seekers, which seems to suggest that the Veritas family and Truth Seekers are not synonymous with the sigil we saw on the coin. However, definitely linked, as we can see that image elsewhere on the document. Walter says he's followed his father very loosely, completing some mundane tasks. However, these tasks don't seem quite as simple as Walter says. Reuniting people with lost loved ones, finding clever solutions to difficult situations. A truth seeker is a man who makes his way through life by discovering the more subtle yet useful facts of a situation to put food on our table. Almost sounds like the Witcher universe's Master of Whisperers, Varys. Could this be some sort of spy network that we are finding out about here? We also find out that Walter Veritas' grandfather was a truth seeker, executed by Vesemir II. You might be wondering, who on earth is Vesemir II? Well, Vesemir II is in fact the father of Radovid V, King Radovid, Rad the Mad Lad, someone we have not seen in a little while in Gwent. I'm going to be doing further videos exploring Radovid V, his father, his family life. What could this truth have been that Vesemir II killed Walter's grandfather for? This also gives us a clear time frame when this journal is taking place. The grandson of a man executed by Radovid's father seems like a similar era to when Radovid is king. Victor Veritas, learning from his father's mistakes before him, seems to have used his truth-seeking abilities in less dramatic fashion, being more cautious, not wanting to lose his head. However, he has just died. So what is it that Victor Veritas uncovered? What truth did Victor uncover that he would have liked to have left unburied? Victor's first truth that he acknowledges is that some truths are better left buried. How did Victor die? Did he uncover a truth that he wished he left unburied? Why is he now passing this job on to his son? This family seem to be passing things on. Why do they not work together? Why is it that when one of them dies, they pass it on to their son? Walter questions whether his life could have been more exciting if his father had used his skills in a more dramatic fashion. So Victor's first truth was that some truths are better left buried, and Walter's first truth is acknowledged at the bottom. I acknowledge that my father loved me and wished me to follow in his footsteps. The truth I now seek, so this is his next truth, we might find out in the next journal entry, is whether truth-seeking is what I want from life. So we have this family, the Veritas family, the truth family, who seem to be passing on this role. Their job is discovering the right truths is the key to the family's success. Could these be spies? We hear the name Radovid. We hear the city. I will be posting further videos. Of course, when we get more images, I will be exploring them further as well. But I've been talking for a really long time. This video has actually taken me ages. My efficiency for this video has been awful. I've not made a YouTube video in a very long time. Hopefully you did enjoy it, and let me know what you guys think. I'm really excited with what CDPR are doing, and I plan on covering every single image they throw our way. So do make sure you subscribe. Also, if you're a long-time subscriber, you'll notice this is the first video I've posted in many, many months. I have just finished university, and I do plan on uploading lots of content. Also, if you're interested, I stream on Twitch. Go check me out over there as well. But yeah, cool. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks to CDPR for providing this amazing lore. I'm really excited about it. And enjoy the rest of your day. Let me know what you think. Cool.